Hi, David. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
We are certainly excited to have you guys today.
We are excited to present to you guys for sure.
Let's see if I can remove my University of Southern California background.
I love it.
There we go. No USC today. Looks like Chincy is coming on now. Hi, Chincy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
See, we have David Waymer from our team as well.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. And thank you for having us. Looking forward to it.
Let's see, I have a couple people that's asking me for a password. So let me just check on that. Let's see here. Hopefully, okay. I think James groomed you guys on the format. I'm just going to do a brief introduction of our center, and then I will turn it over to you guys. Hi, Lakeia.
I think we're still waiting on BJ Waymer to join on our end, Kim.
Okay. We have about 6 minutes before we get started. Hi, Lakeia.
Hi, how are you?
Good, so good to see you.
Good to see you too. Let me show you a little quick look before she goes to sleep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, she is adorable.
Thank you. Her brother's in the other room feeding with her sister.
Oh, so beautiful.
Hi, Kimberly. I was in mommy's tummy.
Oh. One of the amazing business owners that just graduated from our cohort. I love it. You got to send out pictures, Lakeia.
I know everybody's getting on me because I've been like hibernating. My husband's been taking all these pictures. I'm gonna start sending them to you guys.
Please do.
Okay, I'll give you updates.
I see Fazia too.
Oh, she's on. Oh, hi, Fazia.
Yes, good morning. Hi, everybody. I just came
Fazia.
from the doctor's office with my little one.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys gotta send out pictures.
Oh, yeah, I'll update you guys. He's big. He's super big now.
Wow. Another business owner that just graduated from our cohort. We have at least about 5 more minutes. So I'm going to say thank you to all of you that are logging in early. And if you have any questions or thoughts, definitely log in, put them into our chat, and we will do our best to get them addressed. I have the dual role of welcoming everyone and also doing the presentation and getting them admitted. So this is going to be fun.
Hi, Kimberly. Happy New Year.
Desiree, how are you?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
welcome.
I miss seeing your
I
face.
miss you too. Another one of our amazing business owners that just completed our cohort.
Hello.
So it is 11:31, and those of you that know me know I like to start promptly. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm sure we will have other people joining us, and I will continue to admit individuals into our Lunch and Learn today. So for now, I want to welcome everyone to the Contract Connection Lunch and Learn, hosted by the Southern California Virtual Business Center. We are, and I want to say Happy New Year to everyone because this is a new year and a lot of great things happening this year. I'm going to start off by asking everyone if you can go ahead and mute yourself. We do have a wonderful presentation for you today. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started as I continue to admit everyone. Okay, so just a little bit, I just want to go over our agenda. So I'm going to just share with you a little bit about the Southern California Virtual Business Center. Also why Contract Connection. I will introduce you to our speakers, Chincy and BJ Waimner, and I will tell you more about them. And then we'll do some questions and answers. Feel free to type any questions that you have at this time in our chat, and we will certainly get to them. So, the Southern California Virtual Business Center, we are a business center that's designed to provide capacity training for diverse suppliers. We do that through a number of various programs that we offer. Our current program that we're running this spring is called Accelerate, where we work with businesses at various stages to develop the capacity needed for corporate and government contracts. We are best known for our signature program, which is the Certified Business Enterprise Supplier Training Program. We just had an amazing cohort of 20 businesses that graduated from that program. And that program is for more established businesses that are ready to take on contracts, but just they get a little bit of tweaking just so that we know that they're at full capacity. And many of them are on the call today. So I welcome my CBEST cohort for the fall of 2020. We also have a couple of programs that we're going to be launching this year, which is our Deep Dive series that allows us to go deep in areas such as accounting and marketing that we're not able to go into deep detail during the course of our cohort. So we have a lot of amazing programming. Our final program is our Large Incubator, where we work with entrepreneurs as well as those recently laid off to create a business that is conducive to contracting. So we have a lot of different programs to work with our thriving entrepreneurs and business owners. And of course, today we welcome you to our Contract Connection Lunch and Learn, where this is our opportunity to be able to bring in experts and those that are in contracting already to be able to share with you the opportunities that they have available within their organizations and share with you how to do business with them. So there are $30 billion in corporate and government contracts, and unfortunately, not enough of our small business owners know about these contract opportunities. So Lunch and Learn provides us with the opportunity to be able to share that information with you. Our goal with our Contract Connection Lunch and Learn is to be able to increase awareness where capacity is concerned, and also help our current business owners to develop capacity for contracting opportunities. Please join us on the first and third Wednesday of every month from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m., where we will always have either a corporate procurement department or a government contracting department share with you about our contracting opportunities. We have some amazing ones coming up. I know we have American Honda that is coming up in our next Lunch and Learn, I believe, in February. And then we do have other ones planned, so definitely make sure you follow us for that. Well, without further ado, I'd like to be able to take this time now and introduce our speakers. We have BJ Waymer, and we also have Chincy Mouton. They represent the Los Angeles Super Bowl host committee as well as the NFL. And you can reach them and get more information about what they have coming up at lasec.net. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Chincy, and then I'll have Chincy to introduce them and share their programming. Chincy?
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for having us today. We're really looking forward to letting you know about the great opportunities that Business Connect provides. Sharing a presentation with me today is BJ Waymer. BJ Waymer actually leads the NFL Business Connect program in multiple markets. She has years of experience in community affairs, media relations. She's an award-winning journalist. She worked a number of years with the Carolina Panthers as one of their very first community affairs directors. And so with that being said, let me share my screen so that you can see our presentation. 1 second. All right, BJ?
Thank you very much, Chincy. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting us into your offices or your homes to tell you a little bit about the Business Connect program. Business Connect is the supplier diversity program for the National Football League. And our goal is to make sure that when we come into a market to host a Super Bowl, that we create contract opportunities for local diverse businesses. In addition to that, we also provide business development opportunities through a workshop series and host a number of networking events that create opportunities for local diverse businesses to meet partners in procurement directors and partners in their local market, so that once Super Bowl has moved on to the next market, those businesses are better prepared to be competitive in the LA market. We are truly a conduit for local diverse businesses to directly interact with and learn from NFL vendors how we do business, how they can be involved in our business. And it is a partnership that is developed through the Business Connect program. We identify local diverse businesses that are prepared to compete for subcontracting jobs with Super Bowl. We build a database of women, minority, LGBTQ+, and veteran-owned businesses that have the capacity to provide the services that we need to build a Super Bowl in your city, and to work with our NFL vendors as a support system. Chincy, if I could get the next slide, please. There are some criteria for our program, not unreasonable in any way. We ask that every company that applies to us be 51% diverse owned in those categories: women, minority, LGBTQ+, and veteran owned, either any one of those four. We also ask that you have an established business in the city of Los Angeles, the county of Los Angeles, the city of Inglewood, because that is our geographic footprint. We ask that you have been in business in that area for 3 years. And the reason we ask for 3 years is typically if you've been in business for 3 years, you've had enough time to understand your service parameters, you understand how to deliver business, you've made a couple of mistakes and figured out how to fix those mistakes. And that's what we want. We want folks who understand their business, can deliver the services that they promise, and work alongside our vendors. We also ask that you be the direct source of the products and services that you bid for. While we do allow some partnering, it has to be very, very specific and approved by the vendor. If you say that you want to provide tents to us, the big event tents that we need, you must be the owner of those tents, not have a company that you're associated with that you will bring under your diverse classification. We are trying to keep this as a real and true program that creates opportunity for local diverse businesses. So while some partnering is allowed, it must be approved. And the other thing, and I think I've mentioned this, that you are the direct source. Additionally, companies must be in good standing and eligible to do business in the city and the county of Los Angeles, the city of Inglewood, which of course is the home of SoFi Stadium, and of the state of California. One other thing I might mention is we ask that companies be certified as one of the 4 diverse categories that we've given. And we ask for that certification so that we can understand that we are truly working with local diverse businesses. If you are not certified and you're interested in working in the Business Connect program, it is absolutely acceptable for you to apply. Let us know that you want to get certified. We'll connect you with certifying agencies and make sure that that certification can be done freely, so that there is no cost to you to participate in this program. I also want to talk to you a little bit about the business disciplines that we ask for. Because Super Bowl is an event, a series of events, actually it's anywhere from 9 to 11 days of ongoing activity in your market, culminating, of course, with the Super Bowl game. But they are all special event productions. So those are the types of businesses we're looking for: audio, visual, catering, decor. We look for hardware supplies. We're looking for hospitality staffing. And there are many, many opportunities under these categories. If you take catering, for example, there are large and small catering opportunities. NFL tailgate may have as many as 11,000 guests on one day at an event. You would not be asked to cater for 11,000 people. You'd be put on a team, and up to 40 to 55 caterers would be asked to come in and work that event under the supervision of our primary contractor. However, there are also opportunities for smaller catering jobs. If you do grab and go lunches for our volunteers, or to host a meal that perhaps is done in a VIP room somewhere. So there's lots and lots of opportunities through all of these categories, but these are the categories that we know, if you are in one of these categories, if you make it into our program, there's a good chance that we can then recommend you to compete for a contract. And that's exactly what Business Connect is. It's an opportunity to connect you to compete for a contract. But let's talk a little bit about working with the NFL vendors. First and foremost is what I'd advise to anyone is do not be afraid of the NFL Shield. While Super Bowl is a huge event, the Business Connect program is designed to help make it a manageable event for local diverse businesses to compete for. We have a couple of, we do business a little differently than, say, a state or a federal agency would. All of our contracts are vendor driven. So we're not going to be able to publish a list that says we'll need catering at these 12 events, we'll need stages at these 12 events, you know, we'll need pipe and drape or AV equipment at this event or that event. Everything is contractor driven. So we create the Business Connect Resource Guide, which is a database of all of the local diverse businesses that we have vetted and approved into the program. And our vendors use that resource guide as their sourcing tool. So when they come into the market and they look at what they need for subcontractors, they use our resource guide. Some of the tips for being successful in this application process, as well as negotiating through the Business Connect Resource Guide, is add your cell phone number to everything, to every call you make, every email that you send. Make sure it's on your website. We live by cell phone numbers. The reason for that is many times our NFL vendors will be sitting in an airport and it'll be 8 o'clock at night. They've got a 2-hour delay somewhere. It's a great time for them to make calls. If it's a Friday night and that call rolls to your office phone and you have a busy Monday and don't get to answer them until Tuesday, you may have missed an opportunity to get a job. So we ask for cell phone numbers so that you can at least answer the call and say, give me a day or two to get this information for you. So cell phone numbers are important. The other thing is knowing your capacity. As our vendors look through the resource guide and they start looking, say you're under the janitorial section and they're looking for janitors to work events. We want to make sure that you know your capabilities. If an event is too big for you, don't let that frighten you, because we have an opportunity then to talk to our contractor and say, well, they can't do this whole event, but how about if we carve out a part of this and let them do this part of the event? So we're working as your advocates to make sure that we match you to contract opportunities that meet your capabilities, but we have to know your capabilities and you have to be secure in them in order for us to make a good match for you. Additionally, I would say we would want you to bid fairly and, make sure that when you are pricing your product, understand that we want you to make a profit, but also know that NFL vendors understand clearly what the cost of doing business is in Los Angeles. So make sure that you build in money that allows you to make a profit, but is also competitive within the marketplace, because that's what NFL vendors will be looking for. There'll be a team of 4 of us working on your behalf. It will be myself, Allison DeGroot, who works at the NFL event department, David Waymer, who is our Business Connect event specialist, and then Chincy Mouton. Chincy has worked with us in Atlanta. She will be your Business Connect on the ground contact in LA. So she will be the go-to person for all of those of you who apply for the program or are accepted into the program. Understand that Chincy comes with great experience from having led the program in Atlanta, as well as having come to us in Atlanta with 8 years of big sports experience. So Chincy will be your lead for Business Connect in Los Angeles. She will also be an advocate for all of the businesses that apply and get accepted into the program. And Chincy is going to walk you through the application process so that any of the pieces of that application that might be a little of question to you or you may have doubts about, she'll walk you through all the intricacies of it. Chincy?
Thank you, BJ. All right, so like BJ said, this is really just to give you an overview of our application process. So first you would go to our website at www.lascc.net/businessconnect. From there, you can get a sense of our objectives and a general overview of the program. Make sure that you read through the website. You can actually go to the FAQ section to see what normal questions are asked in other markets. Get familiar with the program, and then you can apply for the Business Connect through our application button. So the second step is to really read and acknowledge the supplier application process. So know that all applications will be vetted by the Los Angeles Sports and Entertainment Commission, as well as the NFL. We will select 250 businesses to participate in Business Connect, and all businesses will be notified by February 15th. Suppliers that are not accepted into the program will also be notified on that date as well. For anyone that is accepted, we will then send them a registration link for our portal where we ask for a company profile, logo, and other information so that we can include that in our Business Connect resource guide. So again, the resource guide is really what we utilize when identifying suppliers and pairing them with the NFL vendors and event producers. So once you've read that, you can check the box to acknowledge it and then move on to the general overview. So this section is really where you list your company profile. So you would list your name and what you're doing business as, provide your contact information, and then also list your company address. Again, the company address is important to us because we want to make sure that it matches the Secretary of State's website to make sure that you are indeed local to Los Angeles County. We want this program to benefit businesses that are here, that are local, and so we really have to verify that information. We also ask that you list your company website. This is so that we can go to your website. We'll also check social media just to see how you're carrying yourself in the digital age. We'll go to your products and services just to get a better sense of who you are as a company. And then we also ask that you provide 4 to 5 sentences in your company profile. So this is where you can highlight your sports experience or your events experience. Really don't shy over that portion of the application. This is so we can know what other clients you have worked with in the past. This is really to give you an opportunity to let us know who you are as a business. If you provide more than one service, this is also an area where you can list out the different services that you provide. And then we also ask for the number of employees and of course your tax information. This next portion of the application is to really identify your ethnicity and the company ownership. We want to know what you're certified as, right? Are you a minority-owned business, a LGBTQ+ individual that owns a business? Are you a woman-owned business? If you are more than one, you could check all that apply, but really this is an opportunity for us to get to know, again, your certification. We also ask that you acknowledge the eligibility requirements. And then also for your certification, we ask that you upload proof of certification and let us know who you're certified with. So there is an option on the application where you can select your certification agency and or if you're in progress and haven't necessarily gotten your certification yet. So know that if you haven't, that's okay. And if you don't see a pre-approved agency listed, you can just click other and then list what agency you are certified with. This next portion here is to really list out your business and capabilities. So this is a drop-down option. And again, you only can select one discipline in this area. So we really want to know what you specialize in because that's how we'll list you in the Business Connect resource guide. But that doesn't mean you can't provide other services. We ask again that you list that in the company profile. Under references, this is where you can list your past or current clients. Make sure that you're listing people that know you well and that can speak to your capabilities and experience because we also contact those references as part of our vetting process. Next, we want to know how you heard about the program. Obviously, you know it through, the Southern California Virtual Business Center. So you can list that option there. And then we also ask that you acknowledge the Business Connect disclosure. One of the things that we tell folks is that, not everyone that applies to the program will be accepted. We can only, accept 250 businesses. And through the program, we also provide professional development opportunities. Everyone in the program will have access to those opportunities and will also have access to bid on contracts related to the Super Bowl. Not everyone walks away with a contract, but everyone walks away with the education and the experience that they gain from this program. All right, so once you've submitted all your information, I would just go back and verify everything, make sure that it's accurate, and then you can click the submit button. So here are a few key dates for you. October 27th is when we actually launched the program and supplier applications opened. You have until February 1st to apply for the program. So I would do it as soon as we get off this call today. If you have your paperwork in order, I would go ahead and apply because we are currently vetting businesses. Again, all businesses will be notified of the decision by February 15th. Next, this is our contact information. Again, our website, but then also if you have any specific questions that you want to ask me, you can reach me at businessconnect@lasec.us. And now I just want to open the floor up for questions. So I'll actually invite Kim back to help moderate so we can read through questions that you may have.
Thank you very much, Chincy and BJ. Wonderful presentation. So I want to go ahead and take a couple of questions that we received in the chat already. Let's see. Let me just get down a little bit further. The first question comes from Selena. What modifications to the program have been made to accommodate safety concerns with the pandemic?
Chincy, can I take that one?
I knew you would.
I'm so predictable. Let me start off first and foremost by saying that everything that takes place related to the National Football League is presented through a series of reviews with our leadership, the CDC, and whatever state we're in. So all health protocols related to the city we're in take precedent over what we want to do for an event. But I must tell you that in terms of the Business Connect program, we have had a totally virtual program in Tampa Bay. And we have been able to host all of our workshops virtually. We've had networking sessions that we've done virtually and have created really a family of our suppliers in Tampa. And while Super Bowl will look different in Tampa because events had to be canceled because you just can't hold an event for 10,000 people in the middle of a pandemic. So there aren't as many contracts in Tampa as we had hoped there would be. But what we were able to bring to those Tampa suppliers that joined the Business Connect program was a community of businesses that supported each other and could network because we connected them. They were introduced to, e-commerce information and many, many business development programs about marketing and utilizing the network and the internet for the advancement of how they do their business development. So yes, we do make many, many, many considerations for what is appropriate in terms of keeping our fans, our suppliers, our vendors, ourselves safe. And we follow all health protocols, but it is possible to do this work with Business Connect virtually. and it is possible to get work with the Super Bowl within the reduced work of a pandemic, and we've proved that in Tampa.
Thank you very much, BJ. Our next question comes from Sonia Young Adams of the California Black Women's Project. Good morning. Are nonprofit organizations eligible to apply? And Chinzi, I'm going to ask that you go back to the page that shows the type of services that you guys are looking for, and I think that might help to answer at least a couple of questions.
Yeah, and typically we do not bring nonprofits into the Business Connect program because nonprofits have a client base that provides donations and services to them. They can get grants and they can get federal contracts, whereas local diverse businesses don't have those opportunities available to them. So we are specifically looking for the business disciplines that Chinzi's put up on the screen here, you know, and we reserve those opportunities for local, independent owned, local diverse businesses.
Wonderful. Let's see. Is there a greater need in certain industries versus others?
I would say that we know that security is definitely one of the biggest disciplines. Transportation is a big discipline for us. And when we say transportation, we're looking for shuttle buses, right? There's different opportunities to shuttle media or to shuttle the teams or the different visitors that are coming from the airport to their hotels. So there's opportunities there. And then catering is definitely is the largest opportunity as far as the number of businesses or caterers or restaurants that we're looking for to add to the program.
Wonderful. There's a question from Joseph. Let's see. What sort of opportunities do you have for electrical subcontractors pertaining to this scope of work?
I'll be honest. I've never been out in the field with the guys. I know that the requests come in. We do a lot of the one thing I do know is they do a lot of pulling of cable. But that's more IT. In terms of electrical, it would be anything from lighting an event, making sure that let me back up. If we go into a theater and we want to build a floor over the top of the seats in order to create a flat floor on top of those seats, then all of the electrical that goes to anything that we would need above those seats on this newly created floor, if that makes sense to the event people, you know, that's what we would use electrical for. There's also all of the electrical that takes place on the outside events for those events that are under tents. Yeah, so there's a wide variety of opportunities. And again, that is all stuff that would be explained and detailed through conversations with the NFL vendors once they send you a request to bid.
Wonderful. Chinzi, there's a request if you can share the key dates in the chat. And then the next question is, does this process give you access to other NFL events?
I'm glad you asked that question. Can I take it, Chinzi? I'm sorry. I'm excited about that question because one of the things that we do every year is the legacy of the Business Connect program. And when we have completed our program, we take our list of our Business Connect resource guide and we share that with the NFL teams that are in the market. We share it with the local stadium. We reach out to our partners at the NBA and make sure their arenas and their teams know about it. And then I'm going to let Chinzi answer the last half of that question because the Los Angeles Sports and Entertainment Commission is lining up 10 years worth of amazing sports programming. Chinzi, I'm going to let you talk to that.
Yeah, so obviously Los Angeles is the hub when it comes to sports and entertainment. So we're starting off with Super Bowl 56, but then of course we have the 2023 College Football Playoff National Championship. We also have the US Open, the golf tournament. We're currently bidding on the FIFA World Cup. And then in 2028, there is the Olympics. So Los Angeles really, really is in a great position for all these events. And being part of this program is really, really the catalyst for that. You know, we are going to be looking for opportunities for you beyond the Super Bowl.
That is awesome information. Chinty, can I ask you to repeat those events again?
What I can do is send you an overview with the key dates, because I know you asked for that as well. So we'll give you some of our, we'll put together a little packet for you. That way you can send it out to everyone who RSVP for this.
Wonderful. If you guys can go ahead and email the Southern California Virtual Business Center, then we will make sure you get that information after this session. Because the next question was, they asked if you could share contact information. One person said, I will need to apply for certification. Do you have any idea of how long that certification process takes? And I will go ahead and address that. We can work with you at the Southern California Virtual Business Center to get certified, and we can get you certified pretty quickly. Let's see. So the next question is, from Marcus Savage, do we only need to qualify in one category?
That's correct. That's correct.
And then the next question comes from Vijay Adams. Would a company be considered if they have been established for 3 years, however, just recently started doing business in Los Angeles County?
You would still be considered, you know, as long as you have 3 or more years experience within events or sports and have a specific discipline. Oh no, wait, hold on. No, I'm wrong. Am I wrong? You need to have been established in LA for at least 3 years. I apologize. Sorry about that.
Now, that's an interesting question because we have a lot of business owners that do business in Los Angeles. So maybe we should talk a little bit more about what does established in Los Angeles actually mean.
It means that you have an office location, even if it is a home residential, depending on your service that you provide. Obviously, if you were a warehousing company, we would ask that you have a warehousing facility, right? But depending on your discipline, but we're asking that you have been in business in Los Angeles since at least February 2018.
Okay, so we have a lot of business owners that operate remotely because they have home offices. But is that considered as well?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Home offices are considered depending on the discipline again.
Okay, great. Perfect. Let's see here. Los Angeles, this comes from Akeem Cornell. Los Angeles City and County have sustainability plans and programs for reducing GHG emissions. Does the Business Connect program and the NFL include service needs for sustainability operations and planning services?
Business Connect program does not really work in sustainability, but please get in touch with Chincy because we can connect you with NFL Environment. We have a full sustainability program through the National Football League. This year in Tampa was our first paperless ticketing process for Super Bowl. So we have been involved in the environmental space for many, many years. But there are new things and big things happening in that space for us at the NFL. And we can connect you with Jack Groh, who leads that project.
Yeah, I was just going to also add to, depending on what their specific discipline is within sustainability, we do have a waste removal discipline that we are looking for services, and janitorial in a sense is kind of sustainability in a way, depending on, again, how you look at it. So just, we would need to know more about your company and what sustainability services you provide.
Yeah, and that being said, sorry, Kimberly, I didn't mean to step on you. That being said, I think, you know, if you have questions about whether or not you think the service that your company provides fits in with our disciplines, or if you have questions about how you fit in, do not hesitate to communicate with Chincy. It is in our best interest to have as many conversations with you folks as possible. because we want to make sure that we've identified every eligible local diverse business in Los Angeles County, so that when we go to make that decision of who the 250 businesses are that we bring into the program, we want to make sure that we've got the right people in that program. And additionally, much of the information that we share about the business development piece of our program, we'll share with those whether you are in our program or not. But in order for us to share the information with you, we have to have, you know, your contact information. So it's two-pronged reasons why. Communicate with us and let us know who you are and where you are, and we will work with you through the process.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, BJ. So you guys heard it. If you're not sure if your business qualifies or is a fit, definitely reach out to Chincy and they'll be able to confirm whether or not your business would be a fit. Let's see, the next question was regarding minority-owned businesses in Los Angeles. I think that one's been addressed already, so I'm going to move on. Anthony Fuente, which I want to say is another amazing business that graduated from our CPAS cohort, said, thank you for this opportunity. Would video production fall under AV services? If so, what are some examples of video/media related opportunities?
So I would say for that one, the NFL does have their own creative team. And so we also have marketing communications personnel on our staff. So there aren't too many opportunities related to film production as it relates to the Business Connect program. That is one of those areas where when we say audio visual, we're truly looking for the technicians and the equipment when you look at the lighting and the staging for a large scale event. So I do want to be honest and transparent in the sense that video production is not one of those high need areas.
We do appreciate your honesty. Next question comes from Joseph. Let's see. Does the NFL have contracts already in place with electrical contractors that built the stadium? Is that something that has been talked about, or has anyone stated something of that sort?
We have reached out to the stadium and asked them to recommend local diverse businesses that helped them build SoFi Stadium. That does not mean that the decision has been made on how many electrical companies we'll bring into the Business Connect program. So do not let that dissuade you. If you are in the electrical business and you want to be a part of Business Connect, apply to the program. You know, just because they worked at SoFi Stadium, does not mean that's an automatic in for them. And it also does not mean that we will exclude others. We bring in multiple people in every one of those disciplines that we showed you earlier, because we need a variety of suppliers in every business line so that we can match the right person, right opportunity. You know, that being right might be that they're the right personality fit. It might be that they have the right capabilities. It might be that they are just the ones who best meet all of the criteria of a particular contract. So there's lots of variety, there's lots of opportunity. You know, so don't let the fact that we have a relationship with SoFi Stadium stop you from becoming a part of a program that could support your business.
Wonderful. Megan says, I have already submitted my application, but would like to follow up with our sports experience. How may I do that so it can be included for consideration?
You can email me directly. So just email me at businessconnect@lascc.us. And then I'll take a look at your application, and then we can add notes to your business file.
Chincy, do you want to put that slide back on the screen for the
Yes, thank you, Kim. That's genius. Hold on.
Desiree Sadler, another amazing business that's graduated from our CBEST program. Asks, would there be opportunities for a business that provides training and development seminars and workshops?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Did you hear?
Desiree Sadler asks, would there be opportunities for a business that provides training and development seminars and workshops?
That is really not one of the event production services that our NFL vendors are searching for. And to be honest with you, if you don't fit one of the business disciplines, we hesitate to invite people to join the program because we know we can't get work for you, you know, and if we fill the program with people who we just think are great people, you know, then you're taking the spot of someone who actually could get a contract. And we try to be as fair as we can and get as many contracts into your marketplace as we can.
Thank you for your transparency. Debbie asks, can you confirm the email we should send or request to get an overview of this meeting? So the email is right there in the on the screen. So that one has been addressed. Let's see. Fazia Gooden, another business that graduated from our fall CBEST cohort, asks, for the diverse owned, is it okay for a 50% partnership between husband and wife?
If the husband and wife fit one of the minority categories of women, minority, LGBTQ plus, and veteran, yes. And I saw an image of someone who looked like a minority person who wrote that, or a person of color who wrote that question. I saw it pop up. And if both owners are people of color, or if both owners are women, or both owners, you know, one is a woman and one is, call Chincy. Because I think that they would qualify, and I don't want to dig myself into a hole that I see myself falling in a tunnel.
I think that's a great answer. As long as it meets the, as long as you
Right
have
here.
the qualification for certification, I think you'll be just fine. Torin asks, my name is Torin Floyd, and I am registered to do business in Los Angeles County and City. Does that count? Also, I am waiting LGBTQ certification. I am a performer, and I own my own entertainment company firm. LA, let's see, can we apply together or should we apply separately?
So let me make sure that I'm clear on the question.
Okay, I think we've already answered the first question, Chincy. I think
Okay.
her second question is, she's a performer and she owns her own entertainment company, and her manager slash partner is a woman-owned minority PR firm in LA. Can we apply together or should we apply separately?
I think you apply separately, just because if you're representing two different businesses, it's two different applications. And if you're applying under entertainment and she's applying under marketing, which we really don't even have a discipline for PR or marketing. So if she's a PR company that maybe specializes in event production, maybe she should apply under that category. But I think this person who's the business owner that has the entertainment business and is a performer should apply under the entertainment discipline as a sole business owner.
And I think you've answered this question, but I just want to be sure, are there social media and digital marketing services opportunities?
Not really. I mean, there's also the graphics discipline, but really graphics, we're more so looking for printing and signage and things of that nature. And so we normally, again, the NFL has their own creative team that does those type of things.
Okay. Adrian Driscoll asks, if there is a creative and marketing team in place, could you elaborate a bit on the entertainment need?
So for entertainment, BJ's smiling because that's one of her favorite questions, because the scope of work truly varies. And so I'll let BJ take it away from there, because I know that is one of your favorite questions.
It truly is, because anything you could imagine, I mean, if you've seen Super Bowl on TV, or if you've been to big entertainment parties, you know that we're looking for everything from, you know, a three or four piece quartet to play quietly in the corner, to one of those girls who hangs on a silk rope and pours champagne over the back of her head. I mean, you name it, we're looking for it. We're looking for creativity. We're looking for expertise and safety. But yes, it's a wide variety and an open category. So definitely reach out to Chintzy, to make sure that your business fits into the entertainment category.
Thank you very much. It says, Debbie says, if we are accepted to your program, do you allow the ability to work with sales representatives, or do you have to work directly with the person submitting the application? Let's see here.
That's a great question. You can go ahead.
I was gonna say, just because you as a business owner may apply, that doesn't mean that we can't work with other people on your team. You're applying as a company. So if you have someone that is a better, you may be really good at what you do in operations, but you have someone that is better as a spokesperson and really can deliver your message, by all means, we will talk to that person. So that is, whoever's on your team that it will best represent you, then we will talk with them.
And I think the important caveat here is make sure that we have that as you're filling out your application, you have the name and the cell phone number and the contact information, email information for the person that you want us to list in the resource guide. Because if you put your name on the application, that's what's going to go in the resource guide, and you may not want to get all those calls. So that's a relationship you work with your team to say, look, we're applying, I'm putting you as our contact person, and then you guys work out the arrangements of what needs to go to management and what just needs to be processed.
Wonderful. I think we just addressed the question regarding the graphics, what type of graphics are needed. So I'm going to move on to the question from Sandra Choi, another wonderful business that graduated from our CBUS program. What kinds of opportunities are there for general contractors / construction companies?
So that work is really mostly within, I would say I know there's opportunities within the stadium. I remember in Atlanta, we had a general contractor that helped supply scaffolding for the media that was there. They did a number of different build outs around the seating. And so there's opportunities for that, but then also other individual events. I remember too, Media Day, they built out platforms. So there's a lot of build in and then build out, actually taking the materials down. So there's opportunities in that regard. I don't know, BJ, if you have anything else you want to add to that.
No, I think almost every event we do, there's some kind of build out that needs to take place because we transform every space we go into. So it's everything from, building an archway or a column to actually building a media seating area in the middle of the stadium. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for general contractors, and they are very good contractors.
Wonderful. I think I might have missed a question. Is there a checklist of the requirements necessary in order to qualify for this opportunity?
So they're listed on our criteria page and then also on our website, and you'll also see it on the application itself. So there's a number of different eligibility requirements, one being the certification, of course, and your diversity ownership. But then also you need to have a physical address within Los Angeles County. You need to have been in business for at least 3 years. You also need to provide a good or service, within those more than 30 disciplines that we listed earlier. And then you also need to be the direct source of those good or services that you are bidding on. So those are our main eligibility requirements.
Wonderful. And then you talked about internal training opportunities. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
So the professional development piece, so once we select those 250 businesses, we have a number of different workshops and networking opportunities where we bring in industry experts, right? And so again, I'm looking at BJ, I know she's smiling because this is really something that she put together and that she started. And so, we're just happy to deliver it here in Los Angeles, but we really bring in local procurement folks that can really help elevate your business. Then we also bring in NFL vendors who produce the Super Bowl, can tell you directly what they're looking for in in your business, what capabilities they're looking for, what type of contracts they normally award, but what allows you to be successful within the program. They can really help elaborate on those type of things. And so we have a number of different workshops planned for the year. One may be around, branding your business, how to best network. We talk about business development. So there are a number of different things that we will put together, as part of our programming.
We're only seeing some of the violence on the outside.
Questions. Roberto, how can my organization help you in this process with certification and helping the small business be on track for the application? Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was private. Are businesses required to apply annually to take advantage of the event opportunities with Business Connect, or are businesses grandfathered in once approved?
So this is something new to where we are doing this in multiple events. Normally this is just for the Super Bowl and the NFL Super Bowl, but because we know Los Angeles has, so many major events down the pipeline, we're trying to figure out how we're going to make this an evergreen program. So we haven't established how we will roll it out just yet as far as beyond the Super Bowl, but know that those 250 businesses that are selected will definitely still continue to be a part of what else we have coming down the pipeline.
Wonderful. I think we have addressed all of the questions at this time. I want to say thank you to the Los Angeles Sports and Entertainment Commission, Chincy Mouton, as well as the NFL Business Connect, BJ Wayner, for sharing this information with our businesses. I also want to give you guys a couple of minutes if you have some final thoughts that you want to share with the businesses, to go ahead and do that. Chincy and BJ.
Do you want to go first, Chincy?
No, you go ahead.
Well, two things. One is I just wanted to thank everybody for keeping their business at the forefront of what's about to happen in their marketplace. Connecting with Kimberly's organization and making sure that you know what's going on in your city and that you prepare yourself for opportunities that are coming to your marketplace is critically important. And the other is just that, to me, Business Connect is a true opportunity for local diverse businesses. We have no motive and no agenda. We have a mission from the NFL to come in and identify local diverse businesses with the intent of connecting them to NFL vendors so that they can compete for contracts. And then we layer on top of that the opportunity to help elevate their businesses, to work with them to figure out where are the gaps in services. What is it do you need to know to bring your business to the next level? And we design programming that meets that need. So we believe that the program is worthy. We believe that it intentionally creates opportunity and provides services that currently don't exist in LA in this format. And if you want an opportunity to be able to have the sentence, I worked on the Super Bowl, on your resume, Business Connect is the bridge that will get you to that end. Kenzie?
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the gist of it, and again, if you have any questions about your specific discipline or about the program in general, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will answer your questions.
And with that, I'm going to ask everyone, if you missed any portion of this presentation and you would like to hear it again, please email us or reach out to us at scvirtualbusinesscenter.com. And we can certainly make sure you have an opportunity to hear the full Lunch and Learn. And also, just a reminder to join us every first and third Wednesday of the month, where we will have companies like the NFL and others, other corporations joining us to share their contract opportunities and how to do business with them. So thank you very much. I hope to see you all again in 2 weeks. I believe we have American Honda that's going to be joining us. And if I'm wrong, if they're not at the next one, they're at the following one. Thank you, everyone, for attending, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you, Chincy and BJ, for sharing this amazing opportunity.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.